So those were all possession, okay? So now when you can't get in the zone with possession and you're forced to chip, more than anything, the guy coming through the neutral zone with the puck, you need him to make a good decision. Putting the puck to the middle of the ice for a turnover, turning it over himself. They've got to be committed to making sure that they make the right decision, again, to eliminate turnovers. So if you get the puck wide with speed and you do get stood up, you've got to put it behind them. If you can chip to support or chip to your player driving through, that would be a great option for me where you can maintain possession. What I was talking about obvious offense, once you chip the puck through and your centerman drives through and gets it, my question to you as a coach would be, okay, you've executed that. What's your team doing from there? What's the plan? Because a lot of times as coaches, we sit there, the guy gets in the corner, he's got a defenseman right on him, and he turns it over, and you're yelling from the bench, move it, move it. Well, to who? To where? When? How? So those are the questions that you have to ask as a coach. If we were to chip this puck in, every time possible for me, I want it to go behind the net. And our forecheck structure, and that's coming up next, is a 2-3. So as this plays out, you're always going to see two guys up in the zone. I used to call it a 2-1-2. The one would be F3. I'd lose F1 and F2 on the forecheck, and the third forward would be F3. And I used to call it a 2-1-2, and that one, you know, sometimes he gets up there too far and he goes below the dot and he gets down towards where the puck is, and the minute it turns over, we're chasing something back. So from a visual standpoint, I wanted them to think about it as a 2-3. Two guys on the attack looking to turn over pucks, three guys in a good defensive position. Once that happens, I want to change sides, and I want to come away from where the puck was, not have F2 spin back behind the net and take it back to where all the defenders are. And we'll get to that in a second here. Make the right read, smart decision, don't force a play to the middle. Chip to middle lane driving through and look to maintain possession. A hard rim is an option. If there's no center lane drive, you can rim to possession. So a lot of times we would rim from the left winger to the right winger, and he would get pressure. My goal at that point would be to bump it right back around, coming out the other side, back to the left winger, because wherever the puck goes in the defensive zone into a corner, 5 defenders are going to go. So I don't want to play on that side of the ice. I want to play back over on this side of the ice. So even if it's a rim around, I want to rim it back around the other way. And I've got some good clips of it for you coming up here. So this is a good decision. Our left winger, I think it's Colin Wilson, gets in trouble here. He's not going to, I don't want him to turn this puck over. He's not feeling comfortable about a play to the middle, and that's fine with me. So what he does is he lays it to an area, and as it comes in here, again, this kind of looks like my forecheck too, with two guys getting up the ice. But we could get here first, and it might be hard to see, but we push that. For me, it doesn't matter how it gets to the other side of the ice. You can kick it, you can poke it, you can use your elbow, get it to the other side of the ice, because that's the side that I want to play on. And as it comes out, as Craig Smith gets this puck, don't take it back into, what I was saying was don't take it back into here. Get this puck and come over into here and see what's up. So that was a play where we ended up turning over possession. We ended up maintaining possession off of a chip. Here's another one. You can see that our centerman is drive through. Even though he's on the weak side of the ice, if he takes hard strides from here and comes pounding through here, he can be the first guy on this puck. We are not comfortable making a play to the middle of the ice at this point. So he puts it in behind. Objective, get it to the other side of the ice as soon as possible. As it comes out the other side, get away from this guy and bring it this guy. This guy was on this side of the ice. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys over here. I want to play over on this side of the ice. I want to use the points. So as I move on in this presentation, I want to go side to side as quick as possible. I want to go low to high as quick as possible. I don't want my players hanging on to the puck that much unless they feel like they need to, and they're using cutbacks and scissors and trying to create low cycle plays. Use the points right away. I was at my son's tournament, and again, my sons are 17 and 18, so maybe your players are a little older, maybe they're a little bit younger. I was amazed at the lack of times that they did not use the points. But unless you're practicing that, using the points, unless you put 5 guys, 5-on-0 in the offensive zone, put a puck to the half wall, use the back of the net, and as that player comes out the other side, unless you're pounding that into your team's identity, point, 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 it's not going to happen. You can sit there and yell from the bench, but unless you've worked on it in 3 practices in a row, 5 practices in a row, we work on it all year long. Unless you work on it to use the points, they're probably not going to use the points. And the thing about it too, is if you were to use the net and come out this other side here and get to here, you could throw this puck blind, because the guy that's covering this defenseman, he's sitting down in here somewhere protecting the front of that. You could throw it blind 100% of the time. Get it, bank it off to the boards, get it out here, and you've got yourself a shot and an opportunity at the net. That's coming.